Hey guys, I just finished Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince for the 360. This game I think is like a year or two old. And, so yeah, it took me about 3 hours and 30 minutes to beat just beat the game. That's without doing all the side stuff though. That was just like straight through the main storyline. And then once you beat the game, you open up the castle and you can go back and collect all of the stuff that you didn't do or whatever. So pretty much what that leaves is you have like clubs, which is like Quidditch, potion making, and dueling. There's only 3, but for what they are, they are pretty fun. Like potion making, it's actually quite addictive. I'd probably say it's probably the well thought out one out of the 3. Pretty much, you'll have like you have your cauldron, right? And then within the cauldron you see the color of the liquid. And what they'll do is they'll tell you what color you gotta make it next. So what happens is they'll tell you to take like the blue circular vial and pour that in till it turns green. Once it turns green, then you stop pouring. Then it tells you another ingredient to add to make it into a different color. And I don't know, it was just kind of fun because it gets really fast paced later. Like, you'll pour some stuff in for like a second, then you'll like stir it, then you'll like up the flame so it like burns faster or something. I don't know. Like each thing makes the color change faster. Sometimes you'll get like really potent like ingredients that'll make it change like extremely fast or really slow, and it's just like you gotta wait for the right opportunity to stop. Because while you're doing this, you're getting graded on quickness and like not spilling it all and stuff like that. So like you can also get you get rated on your performance, and it's like it's 5-star rating. So usually I don't think I ever got below a 3, like a 3-star. I'm not sure if it's possible or not. So then we have Quidditch, which is pretty much you do most of the matches in story mode, but then once you beat the game, you unlock a few more you can go do. And really all you're doing is just flying through rings, and that's probably the most frustrating one to get all of the 5 stars on, because you have to fly straight through the center of the ring instead of like anywhere inside of it. And that can get pretty like challenging. And for Quidditch there's only like 9 races or something like that. It's pretty short. Usually the levels are never longer than 3 minutes each. It doesn't really get harder either. They kind of like throw things in your pathway, and I don't know, it just seems like Quidditch is a lot more intense in the movies. Even when you are fighting other opponents, instead of like you have training and then you have actual Quidditch. And when you're even in the Quidditch match, there's like dudes flying around, but they never come like within contact of you. And then you do have the enemy seeker, like they'll try to knock you off too, but I don't think it's possible to get knocked off because they don't try to bump you or anything. You can knock them off their brooms, but I don't know. And then you have dueling, which in my opinion is like the easiest and really the most boring one, because once you learn like this one technique, you can stun your enemies. You really never have trouble again because they get stunned for like 20 seconds, and all you have to do is charge up your like basic attack, and it will pretty much one-hit them every time. And that's how you pretty much 5-star every single dueling level. And for that, you have to you have to duel all 4 houses or whatever, like Gryffindor, Ravenclaw, Hufflepuff, and Slytherin. You have to beat 5 levels in each of those, I think. 5 or 4, I believe. So yeah, once you finish those off, then all you really have left to do is collectibles. I mean, aside from the main story, which is basically wandering to the castle to the next point of the story, doing that, which is usually like one fight in each story element. And there was like one stealth mission. I don't know, it just felt kind of tacked on. They don't even tell you that you're sneaking. You're basically just following Malfoy or whatever the hell his name is. And the thing that pissed me off the most was probably some of the voice actors aren't the actual movie actors. So, like Hermione, for example, she doesn't even sound anything like the movie character. It's ridiculous. Also, Snape and Malfoy both don't have the voice actors, but you have like Harry's done by the real actor, Dumbledore is, Ron is. Most of the characters are, it's just some of the other characters aren't. And also, the game doesn't follow the movie story like directly. It shows a lot of behind the scenes, like stuff we don't get to see in the movie. I'm not sure if they happen in the book because I never read the book, but I have a feeling they probably did. Like, for example, in the movie you never see Ginny become the seeker for like Gryffindor, and that happens in the game. Surprisingly, this game's pretty good, but I would at least rent it.